All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Chakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that do rule and teach well, that have taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace, salutations, and respect to you, Akim, out there scattered to the four corners of the earth, pushing the ministry and the prophecies of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai in these last days in all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, hopeful elect up there. This brother lawyer with GMS Wisconsin, Lord willing, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Shai, I'm able to edify somebody. Anyway, I came across this article here from Newsbreak, I believe. It's titled Warning, Dangerous Infection Outbreak in 17 States, including Washington. All right, and what is that infection outbreak? Measles. All right. I believe, Esau, of course, we understand through the Holy Spirit that Esau sets these traps. Okay. He'll put viruses and diseases out in the open air. Okay. He'll put it out. He'll get in an airplane and put it out in the sky, man. We're talking about the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. Okay. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, beginning with the international banking families. This is the type of shit that they do. They are the devil, man. Okay. So when you see articles like this, dangerous infection outbreak in 17 states, including Washington, Esau got something to do with it, man. Okay. But these are the states here. According to CDC government, as a matter of fact, the person that published this is, he goes by the name Uncle David. Okay. And like I said, I found this on Newsbreak. But anyway, I'm going to read this here. It says, according to CDC.gov, which is the Center for Disease Control. And, that right there is self-explanatory. The Center for Disease Control. Okay. If you're able to, quote unquote, control a disease, you're able to spread one, man. All right. But it says, as of March 14th, 2024, a total of 58 measles cases were reported by 17 jurisdictions: Arizona, California, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, New Jersey, New York City, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Washington. 17 different states. And you want to know what all these states have in common? There is a large percentage of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in these states, man. All right. And this is pretty much just the same thing that Esau has been doing since colonialism, man, since the inception of colonialism, since he brought his red ass over here and did what he did to Gad, man, and Reuben and the tribes. All right. Did he not give them smallpox blankets and various diseases to bring their population down? All right. Anybody that came up against, quote unquote, manifest destiny, this is the type of shit that Esau would do to him, man. Okay, but these are the states that have, quote unquote, been infected with the measles outbreak, man. All right, I guess they said it's 58 cases, but it says CBS News is reporting that this would mark one of the steepest increases in infection for this time of year in years. So what is measles? According to CDC.gov, it says common complications from measles include otitis media, bronchopneumonia, which is pretty much pneumonia of the lungs. All right. Laryngotracheobronchitis and diarrhea. Okay. Sounds pretty horrific, but it says even in previously healthy children, measles can cause serious illness requiring hospitalization. 1 out of every 1,000 measles cases will develop acute encephalitis, which often results in permanent brain damage. Okay, pretty much encephalitis is a disease of the brain, man. Okay, it says 1 to 2 out of every 1,000 children who become infected with measles will die from respiratory and neurologic complications. All right, and we're talking about diseases, man. And of course, it's prophecy. Okay, that this would happen. Okay, The Lord actually warned us that that there will be diseases in the last days. As a matter of fact, I'm going to grab my first precept, Matthew 24. All right, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 3, the prophecy of when the disciples, came to Yahushua and asked him pretty much what will be the signs that we will be able to recognize when you're on your way back, all right, his second return. All right, it's Matthew 24 and 3. It says, and as he sat, that he is talking about Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? Meaning, when are these prophecies going to take place? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Meaning, what are the identifying factors for us to be able to recognize? What signs can we cleave on to so that we'll be able to know that you are nearby and that you're on your way back? Verse 4, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, because you got a lot of false prophets out here, amongst the people. And there's a lot of false prophets in Israel, man. Verse 5, it says, for many shall come in my name. This is Yahushua prophesying of the end times. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. All right, you got a lot of false prophets, like I said. And of course, it's written in the scriptures, most importantly. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Look what's going on in the Middle East right now, man. Look what's going on in Russia and Moscow and Ukraine, man. Okay? You're hearing of wars and rumors of wars, destruction, evil, or mass killing, man. It says, see that ye be not troubled. We can't let this stuff shake us up, man, because it's prophecy for this to happen. This is the only way the kingdom of heaven can be ushered in, man, through the downfall of Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, and of course it's gonna happen through prophecy. It's gonna happen through the dismantling of certain Edomite systems that have been set in place over a period of 500 years. It has to happen through war, man. But it says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. So the things that we don't need to be troubled about, all right, we don't need to be troubled because of the fact that it's prophecy. All right. So the Lord says these things have to happen, but it's not a representation of the end. Okay. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, rulership against rulership. All right. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So famines represent pretty much scarcity of crops, scarcity of resources, food and water. Okay. You got a lot of famine going on around the world right now. People who are scrapping for food, man. But it says in pestilences, there's the main point. Pestilence, that's another way of saying disease, man. Okay? Pestilence is another way of saying disease, viruses, infections, man. That's why we're seeing on the news so much all these outbreaks, because Esau is setting a trap. It says in earthquakes in diverse places. All right, pretty much natural disasters happening around the world. It says all these are the beginning of sorrows, because ultimately Esau is getting scared at this point. So what is he going to do? He's going to come down upon the Israelites with great wrath, man. Revelation 12:12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Woe meaning destruction. Okay. Those of us here on the earth. It says, for the devil is come down unto you. This is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. It's talking about the physical counterpart of Satan, which is who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, beginning with the international banking families who are controlling, who run the world, man, behind the scenes. It says, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath. Why is the devil coming down upon us with great wrath? Well, it tells you, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay, so even during the inception of colonialism, man, okay, Esau came with wrath. Okay, he came with deception and evil. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go into what he did to the native Indians, man, when he gave them all them smallpox blankets and shit. Let me just go and grab something real quick that I noted that I stumbled across. Bear with me for 1 second. All right, so this is on Google, right? I typed in. It says, "How did colonists give smallpox to the native Indians?" Right? It says the British give smallpox contaminated blankets to Shawnee and Lenape, Delaware communities, which are native Indian tribes, an action sanctioned by the British officers Sir Geoffrey Amherst and his replacement, General Thomas Gage. We're talking about Edomites here, the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay? Let's see here. It says, how did the native Indians get smallpox? Okay, it says in Indian country, it is an accepted fact. In Indian country, it is an accepted fact that white settlers distributed items such as blankets contaminated with smallpox and other infectious diseases, aiming to reduce the population of native people resisting their manifest destiny. So Esau been doing this from the beginning, man. Okay, and his eyes have constantly been on us to try to destroy us as a nation. All right, to bring us down as a people. The scriptures tell us that the wicked are constantly watching over the righteous, man. Okay, let me see here. Salakia. I was looking for the wicked watcheth over the righteous and seeketh to snare. Here we go right here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to skip down. I'm going to go up and I'm going to skip down to 32. It's Psalm 37:12. It says, the wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. This right here is an example of that, man. White settlers distributing blankets infected with smallpox, man. Okay. And, you know, they were coming from Europe, which is the bottomless pit, man. Look at this here, man. This is a depiction of a so-called native Indian who has been infected with smallpox, man. Okay? We're talking about the devil here. We're talking about a wicked-ass Edomite, okay, with no conscience. You know, these are the things that they have done, okay? This is what they were doing when they were taking over this land, okay? They would weaken the tribes. Okay, and do shit like this to bring them down from their glory, man. To get control of this land, man. Okay? What does it say? It says, the wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. They do it proudly and with no remorse, man. Verse 13, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. So Esau got judgment coming. And of course, he's going to be put in captivity for 1,000 years and he will be exterminated off the earth, man. Because you Edomites are the cancer, man. You're a cancer on the earth. You have to be eradicated, man. What do you do with cancer? Do you reason with cancer? Do you try to work out and try to get to a good standpoint with cancer? Or do you eradicate fucking cancer out of your body, man? You got to get rid of the cancer. Esau, Edom is the cancer, man. Verse 14, the wicked have drawn out the sword. All right. And Esau is called biochemical warfare, biological warfare. Okay. They will literally have warfare through biological chemicals, man. It says the wicked have drawn out the sword, because Esau was blessed with the sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. And who's in upright conversation in these last days? The prophets, man. So, you know, they're going to come after us, man. They're going to persecute us. All right. And what are a couple ways they do that? By taking our videos down. Okay. By demonizing us and, making us look bad to the masses. Okay, of course, it's prophecy that these things are going to happen. But this is what Esau is doing behind the scenes. All right, even though he's good at pretending that he's not. All right. And they don't want us preaching this truth, man. And Salakia, for any noise you may hear in the background, Salakia about that. But verse 15, their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Esau will ultimately be disappointed, and everything that he has plotted and schemed against the Israelites will ultimately backfire, man. Let's skip down to 32. Verse 32, the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. And why is that? Because ultimately Esau knows that he has a short time, man. And what did it say there? I'm going to go back to that, what it said about the colonialists. How did the native Indians get smallpox? In Indian country, it is an accepted fact that white settlers distributed items such as blankets contaminated with smallpox and other infectious diseases. Here's the point: aiming to reduce the population of native people resisting their manifest destiny. So Esau's number one goal was to get full control of his land, man. Okay? And what did he do? He killed a lot of Israelites. He killed a lot of Gadites. He killed a lot of Reubenites. He killed a lot of Manassites. He killed a lot of Judites. He's killed so many Israelites from all 12 tribes, man. And they are still oppressing us to this very day. But we are told in the scriptures that we will be oppressed and that we will be persecuted by this devil, man. Together, all 12 tribes, man. Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the children of Israel, northern kingdom, and the children of Judah, southern kingdom, were oppressed together. And those are examples of us being oppressed, okay, simultaneously. Okay, while they putting Southern Kingdom in captivity, forcing them to build up this land for free, they got native Indians on reservations. They already got Gad subjugated and destroyed somewhere, man. On the ground, dying from smallpox. This is the type of shit that we're talking about. The devil, man. We talking about Esau, Edom. Y'all are the wicked according to the Bible. And your history is all coming out. Your skullduggery is coming to the surface. That's why they take these videos down, because they don't like that we bringing out this truth, man. But it says, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. Everybody that had a hand in our slavery, they still got their hand on us now, man. It says they refused to let them go. You want to know why? Because we made them rich, man. We enriched Esau, and Esau knows the revenue power that the Israelites have, man. Psalm chapter 10 and verse 2, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. So the wicked as the Edomites, so-called white man, in his pride doth persecute the poor. Who are the poor? That represents the Israelites, man. Okay, starting with the elect. It says, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Okay, we're talking about Esau, man. We're talking about the so-called white man here. The Lord says they're going to be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Everything that they have plotted against us is going to backfire against them, man. Okay, that's prophecy. Let me see here. Because ultimately Esau thinks that he's untouchable, man. Psalm 10 and let me see. Psalm chapter 10 and verse 5, it says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. So he ain't thinking about the Lord when he's doing what he's doing to us, man. It says, as for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And we're Esau's number one enemy, because we're the ones who supplanted him out of his, he sold his birthright to Jacob. And of course, Esau was supplanted by Jacob for his blessing, man. Okay? And he's bitter about that. So he's puffing at us, you know. His ways are going to continue to be grievous. Verse 6, he have said in his heart, I shall not be moved, because he's mad, man. He's very angry about the fact that he can't get his birthright back. It says, for I shall never be in adversity. What does Psalm 49 and 11 say? Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. That's Esau's mindset, man. Okay. Verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. All right. He'll come with his hand behind his back, man. He'll have a gun at his back, but he'll stick his other hand out to shake your hand. All right. When he's plotting on you. We're talking about the physical counterpart of Satan here. It says, under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Let's read that in the NLT. Their mouths are full of cursing, lies, and threats. Trouble and evil are on the lips of their tongues. Or it's like you're on the tips of their tongues, man. And you tell me that doesn't describe Esau, Edom to a T, man. All right. But the Lord blessed Esau, all right, with being able to do these things, with being able to go into the lab and come with these concoctions and these diseases and these infections and meticulously put it out in the open to make everybody sick, man. Let me see here. Psalm 64:2, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. So we want to be hidden. We want the Lord to protect us from Esau's schemes and plots, man. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. We want to be protected from this devil and all his wrongdoings, man. Because he's the devil. He's a wicked. Verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Because Esau is bitter, man. And he hates Jacob, as it is written in Genesis chapter 27. Okay. Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Who are the perfect? The Israelites. Okay. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Verse 5, here's the point. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. Smallpox blankets, that's laying a snare, man. Privily. You're doing it in secret. You're doing it to where everyone you're doing it to is unsuspecting. It says, they shall say, who shall see them? Yahweh Shemel Shai sees you, man. Verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. That's why Esau has has all these diseases on standby, man. All these infections that he can put out in the air, okay? Because the Lord blessed him with that wisdom to be able to do it on the left-hand side, man. It says both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart, meaning the mind, is deep. Okay? So every blessing that Esau has, the Lord gave it to him, man. Okay? And ultimately, the Lord is going to take everything he got. That's why through this ministry, he's being exposed, man. All right. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. All right. So the Edomites have been exposed, man, through this ministry. All right. Their secret places, everything that they have used to their advantage, that we have been ignorant about over these last 500 years, is the lid is being blown off that motherfucker, man. Okay, it says, and he shall not be able to hide himself. There's no such thing as putting Israelites back to sleep, man. Okay, his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not, meaning his entire nation is through. They're done for. They're doomed for destruction, man. All right. And he has nothing good coming his way. Let's end it off with Obadiah, man. Because Esau got, not only with him persecuting us, okay, while his eyes are privily set against us, the Lord is already watching Esau, man. Okay? He getting ready to bring Esau down. Obadiah 1 and 10, and then I'm gonna skip down. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. So if you're covered in shame, you're perpetually ashamed, man. All right. Meaning you feel complete remorse for what you have done. And that's ultimately going to happen in the kingdom of heaven when Yahweh Shemel Shai puts Esau in a destitute state, man. He's living in his glory right now, but he will ultimately be brought out of power, man. It says, and thou shalt be cut off forever. This is prophecy of Esau being destroyed, man. Verse 15 is titled The Day of the Lord in the Future. It says, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Smallpox, rape, robbery, and murder, all right? Lynchings, killings, burning Jake alive, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Everything you've done will be done unto you in righteousness, man. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. That's judgment, man. Verse 16, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, enriched yourselves, took over our land, all right, totally subjugated and destroyed Jake, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Okay? This is what the Lord is going to do to Esau. They're going to literally disappear. Let's read it in the NLT. It says, just as you swallowed up, I'm going to end it off right here. Just as you swallowed up my people on my holy mountain, so you and the surrounding nations will swallow the punishment I pour out on you. This is the Lord speaking to Esau, man, and the heathen. It says, yes, all you nations will drink and stagger and disappear from history. Ultimately, that's talking about Esau Edom, okay? Because Esau Edom will be the only nation that will be eradicated off the earth. As a matter of fact, let's just grab that and then we're going to end it off. We're going to end it. Okay, so where it says the all you nations will drink and stagger, they will be drunk and they will stagger, all the nations, starting with Esau Edom, but the Edomites are the only nation that will be ultimately eradicated off the earth. Okay, sometimes the translation can go off a little bit, but hey, you know, you gotta chew the meat and spit out the bone, man. And finally, verse 18, and Lord willing, I edify somebody. All right, Obadiah 1:18, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. These are analogies, man. So the house of Jacob and the house of Joseph is northern and southern kingdom. The Lord likened us analogically to a fire and a flame. It says in the house of Esau for stubble. This is a future prophecy of us ruling over them in the kingdom of heaven, okay, and bringing them to a low estate. Just like we in a low estate now, we under the curses. Esau will be under the curses, man. Deuteronomy 30:7. Okay? So if we're fire and flame and y'all are stubble, what does that mean? It says, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. Just like they devoured Gad and Manasseh and Reuben and Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon. Okay? Just like they devoured us, man. It says, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, have spoken it. It's a prophecy for y'all to get taken off the earth, man. You know, because you're not going to stop doing shit like this. All right? You're not going to stop putting diseases out, all right, in the open air so that people can get sick just because you're trying to lower the population, man. Okay, you think these devils are going to admit these things? No, they're not, man. If you give infected blankets to so-called native Indians, all right, as biological warfare, how much more, okay, preposterous or far-fetched is it to say that you'll put it out in the open air from the labs, man? You'll get in an airplane and spritz it all over the sky just so it'll hit the inner cities, all right? All 17 states that are infected with measles, that's where primarily so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are at, man. Of course, you got Jake in all 50 states, but it's a lot of Israelites in those states, man. You know? But it's a prophecy that this will come to an end, man. And Esau won't have this power anymore. You know? He's going to lose everything he has, and ultimately he will serve the Israelites in the kingdom of heaven. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rechak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you hopeful elect out there.